In the world of social media, there are many niches. Some funny, some scary, and some downright worrisome. The line between what's simply for entertainment and what's truly harmful becomes blurred. But in the case of Pan Xiaoting, there is a startling reminder of the real-life consequences that occur from what happens online. She quickly grasped the hearts of millions, but as soon as she rose to fame, her life spiraled into a tragic story of obsession, health scares, and ultimately death. Hello, my name is Kendall. Welcome back to another video. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Kendall. To begin, before I get into anything, the woman that I will be talking about today is a mukbanger. If you aren't aware of what a mukbang is, I will be explaining it to you now. A mukbang originated in South Korea and translates to eating show. It's a video, especially a live stream, that features a person eating a large quantity of food. Now that that's out the way, if you do end up enjoying this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Also, I did do my best to get as much correct information as I could for this video. If there does happen to be anything that's off or incorrect, feel free to correct me in the comments below. Now, this is a story of the woman whose stomach ripped from eating too much food. Pan began her journey of being a mukbanger back in 2017 when she was just a waitress. From my understanding, her appetite and charm allowed her to gain a pretty great footing in this community pretty quickly. The issue was she was always overeating, indulging in too large amounts of food. Initially, things seemed okay, as many other people participate in this very same action, but there are things that no one saw behind the scenes, and there was a very real battle that no one could see. Unbeknownst to her fans, Pan had a lot of health issues that she had been dealing with far before she even began doing mukbangs. She was diagnosed with digestive problems in her early 20s, so she was really no stranger to the hospital. But her desire to maintain her online audience led her down a dark, dangerous, and risky path, pushing her to ignore her body's limits and ignore medical advice. As her popularity grew, so did her portion sizes. Pan began to gain a lot of weight, and for her fans, this was actually something that was a sign of dedication to her craft. This could actually be considered a rarity, as many, if not all, mukbangers don't actually eat the food that's shown on camera. Either there are cuts in their videos where they go and they spit it out into a trash can, or at the end of the mukbang, they throw it all up. But despite this kind of victory within her fan base, soon that joy turned into sadness, worry, and concern. Her following began to notice that there was something seriously wrong as her issues became more and more apparent. The comment sections of her lives began to be flooded with just really honestly concerned and worried people asking if she was okay and if she was possibly pushing herself way too hard. Pan reassured everybody that she was okay and that she was fine though, but the truth was far more sinister. By 2020, Pan's health was visibly degrading. Her once bright eyes were shadowed by fatigue, and her once cheerful attitude now seemed forced more than anything. Behind the scenes, she was dealing with severe gastric issues and the psychological toll of her online presence, but she couldn't stop. And this is where the true danger began. Apparently, in 2021, Pan was hospitalized after collapsing on a live stream mukbang. She was diagnosed with severe gastric perforations, a result of overconsuming for years and ignoring her body's cries for help. This isn't something that should be taken lightly either. Gastric perforation is when a hole is formed all the way through the stomach, large bowels, or small intestines. Untreated can lead to internal bleeding, life-threatening sepsis, and more. She was most likely warned by her doctors that continuing this mukbang lifestyle would lead to even more complications and possibly even fatality. But as soon as she was discharged, she was back online making these videos as she could not let her fans down. Her final live stream was on July 14th. She often competed in eating challenges, and on this fateful day, she competed in a 10-hour-long binge. She was estimated to have eaten 22 pounds of food that day. During her live stream, she appeared to be in a lot of pain, eventually collapsing for the second time. Unfortunately, though, this time she did not survive what happened, and her autopsy showed something truly disturbing. She had a deformed stomach, with it being filled with undigested food. Because of this autopsy, many people assume that her cause of death was a rip in her stomach from having too much food and expanding it too much, leading to stomach acid pouring out into her abdomen. Her death sparked a large conversation throughout a multitude of social medias, people discussing what others are willing to do for fame and the dangers of trends like mukbangs. But sadly and unfortunately for Pan, it was too late. You may not watch mukbangs, but I know as somebody like me who has watched a couple of them here and there is a pressure from the viewer to have the person continuously eat more and more and more in these super large portions. The people who are making these videos, they do have a choice on what they're going to do, but the pressure is definitely very much real and very much there. As to keep their audiences happy, they have to eat more. And this is even more apparent by the fact that 83.5% of mukbangers overeat. Generally speaking, mukbangs are very dangerous. I mean, they can lead to a variety of eating disorders, obesity, which we know is deadly and can lead to diabetes and so on. We see these commonalities with many of these creators. We see them deteriorating in front of the camera. Life gets worse physically and mentally, but the fame and money fuels this lifestyle for many people. And inadvertently, it can cause the viewer to desire to indulge in unhealthily large amounts of food, really just glamorizing an unhealthy lifestyle. And like I said before, her story sparks a lot of conversation. I think it's very good to reconsider how we are encouraging different people to behave online, what we should give attention to and what we shouldn't. And as a creator myself, just thinking about what I should be willing to do and what I shouldn't be willing to do. And same for any of you that may be watching this video that are dealing with the same emotions, the same battles, internal battles, and looking at social media and being like, what's next? What more do I have to do to get attention? And risking going to the extremes for that. Take some time off of social media today. Take a walk, drink some water, because we both know you haven't drank enough. It was lovely seeing you in today's video. I hope to see you in the next one. And remember, don't try everything you see online. Bye!